that's not what happened.
I don't know her.
No. Issa, you're lying now. Issa's lying to everyone. I did come in and I told a woman to shut up. And she deserved to shut up.
It's good morning to you.
But you then were telling other Jews on stage Keegan's anti-Semitic, which then caused them.
No. In fact, I was defending you because when you were not in the room because you got on the phone and Jeff was saying you were an anti-Semite and I said no.
Convenient.
You
were saying that I love Kanye West and Nick Fuentes.
I love Kanye West.
You were there.
Which is essentially saying that.
Oh no, because you liked Nick Fuentes.
If you like Nick Fuentes, you're a faggot.
Yeah. And you
Anyway,
I don't think Nick
Why do you hate Nick Fuentes?
Because he's a Mexican twink.
Yeah, and you were the one
Even I disavow.
You were the one
he's unmarried.
That means these people are more extremists than Nick Fuentes.
He's gay, right?
Yeah, he's a faggot.
He got caught watching.
No, he's an incel. He's an incel.
He's actually.
He's a faggot.
It's easy for you to claim to be an incel when you want to hide the fact that you're a faggot and hence you don't have a woman.
That's a
And
really
he was
interesting.
watching transport.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
he's Catholic about him. Like he goes against all.
Wow, you say wow, Diego, he's your friend.
There is a theory that says that you have to be mentally.
Are you in the bathroom? Are you in the toilet? Are you pooping on the
No, I'm in my kitchen. No, just saying that.
Are you poor and you don't have any furniture?
Fucking
Are you poor?
I'm a renter, man. I'm still rent. I'm a renter. I live in Hartfield.
Either you're pooping or you don't have any furniture.
I live in Hartfield, Pretoria. Just look up Hartfield, Pretoria.
Yeah, Connecticut?
When people don't have furniture, it echoes. Well, that's
No,
like.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? What about now? I'm just in my room right now.
It's still like we you're
Well, are you a conservative? Are you conservative?
Look, I'm just saying there's a theory that says if you are an incel, you have to be mentally retarded because sex is so widely available that you can't be a virgin.
Yes.
She was one of them, right? But she was like, I'm really a fairy though. Like I really am. I'm really not from this dimension. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And beat up back in. The next thing I know, man, we done. And she talking about, well, if I never see you again, just know that, I'm looking out for you in the spiritual realm. Tell me why I ain't never seen this motherfucker again, man. Like, no call, no text, no nothing. And I was texting because I was trying to be her shit in the kid. It was that good.
You don't like sex in general.
Yeah.
Something makes it wrong with you when you have access to it.
But there's something going on with no sex, nigga.
But they're not saying.
No, you're just gay. You are gay.
You are gay. You are gay.
Do you understand that they're not saying that? They're saying that they have very high standards, which is why they end up without sex. Because they're finding their room
That's
for
what they
only
Exactly. That's how they
That's what you
You fuckers got HIV.
Well, whether you guys believe it or not is a separate story. They are saying that they have such high standards to the point where they can't find the woman.
This is why the niggas got AIDS, bro.
Yeah,
I wouldn't sleep with these bitches because they're so low life. So
it is a coping.
She would have slept with Rico.
It is a coping mechanism, 100%.
yeah, it is.
But that's their claim. We need to properly represent these things. You can't just.
Half a nut.
Have a
Yeah,
little bit.
you get the point. But I do have glass nuts.
Oh, wow.
Fake looks.
Yes. Well, one ball is fake and the other one is half fake.
Bro, you meant to say you got brass balls, not glass ones. Like,
No, it's glass.
Glass.
it's brass balls.
I have glass.
So don't break my balls, that what you mean? Yeah, bro. It's like Oscar's balls, bro.
What I'm saying is that you can literally.
Yeah,
Well, he's in the BDSM, right? Like, do you like the stilettos on your balls, bro?
No, I don't do anything. No one touches my balls. You can only lick my balls.
stop protecting them.
Oh, no. You gotta caress and kiss my balls.
Yeah, no, it depends. My balls are very sensitive.
Yeah, I don't trust a man who doesn't like think his balls
played with, and
I like my balls played with, but they're too sensitive. I have the most sensitive balls on.
What? What did you say?
Yes, I do have the most sensitive balls on earth.
You guys are really crazy allowing any woman getting close to your balls, to be honest. I mean,
Why?
that's to freak out. I mean,
No,
I'm legitimately the guy. I'm the she dancing guy, right? Like I fucking. Right? See, that girl got too close to my balls.
well, he said that about McLovin. He said this nigga's dead to me.
did you say that to McLovin?
Yeah.
Why? Why
Who's
did you do
McLovin?
it?
It's the other rabbi, Rabbi Mahmoud.
Oh, that fucking yeah.
Why did you do it?
Like Meyer earlier. Like, by the way, Meyer was beating me like a motherfucker. You're looking at him, kick him off the fucker.
You were a little bit annoying.
Fuck him. I don't care. No, the rabbi motherfucker or whatever, the black bastard. I don't know. Even he moved me to the audience. That's what he did. Like a little bitch.
Yeah, but you have to understand, dude. You can't take a breath.
Hi, Pete. Who is this? Hi. Stephanie? Oh my God, is this 600 years?
This is the gypsy.
Yeah, but tell me your previous name. I forgot. Bit? Yes. Okay. Oh, my favorite mail book.
That photo can't be real. That photo.
How are you, honey?
Meyer T-Rubs is just talking about you.
We've missed you.
Yeah, I'm comparing you to that other African nigger.
Who are you talking about now?
T-Rob said he was gonna
Black
kick
Robin.
you.
I don't know. You were just being very annoying before. I was with Meyer.
But the problem with Ken Rumbleson is that you can't take a breath.
You're projecting, Rabbi.
I know. Randy keeps it when anyone else does what he does.
No, I don't do that. I can have a
Nick,
conversation.
you threw
You're
your
projecting, Rabbi.
No, dude, but
It's projecting.
Bro,
It's
you're
always
making me-
projecting.
You're making me agree with the fucking
Just
dipshit.
like Tim.
no, I can't have a conversation.
You are making him agree with me.
You're gonna have a very hard time if you're gonna say I can't or no, I can't have a conversation.
So I just want to say for the record that objectively, subjectively, if you look at the word count of how neurotically stupid you all are for using these words hundreds of times in the past 2 hours, you guys are all retarded. Read a fucking book. Boom!
On his present participle active, meaning that he continued to exist in this way. So it simply indicates that Jesus added onto him another nature. Oh, how do we know that this is true? And I'm going to yield on this. In John chapter 1, which already declares that the Word was with God and the Word was God, in verse 14 it says, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glories of the only begotten. Check this out. From the Father. Guess what? Full of grace and truth. That's only applicable to Yahweh.
Also, too, that I just want to pick up what she said about the evil spirits. I forgot which one it was about when he telling him to glorify him. I'm driving right now. Okay, we're not talking about Hebrews or John or what are we not talking about?
You can kill someone out of love.
Yeah.
That's why we're gonna euthanize for parents.
They're love crimes.
Yeah.
Crimes of passion.
I mean, it is good for the tax system. And since you're all communist cuckolds.
I'm gonna freeze the government on their social security.
Yeah, who's gonna pay grandma's pension? You better get.
Kill them. They actually made an article like that about how COVID in the UK press, like how COVID saved the taxpayer, like, 900 million pounds in fucking pension liabilities or whatever.
Yeah, that's retarded. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, you'd be surprised, man. I'm teaching this guy economics.
Who?
Well, I have a student.
Simon?
No. I have an actual student, and for the first time ever, I do see that universities are admitting shit. They're even admitting that all inflation must come from monetary policy. I never saw that in my life in economics classes, but they're finally admitting.
Government intervention. Always.
Yeah, literally, it's a sustained inflation must everywhere and all the time come from monetary policy. That's a very.
But are they teaching more like Austrian economics or still
No.
Kantian and shit like that?
Keynesian, yeah, they're still doing. Of course, they're
Keynesian,
doing.
sorry.
Keynesian and modern monetary theory. These are the only two things out there.
Yeah,
don't think it's like when we were growing up, institutions cannot keep teaching things which are objectively known that are not true. Like I remember watching like this documentary on Discovery in like the early 2000s, and then being taught something in science, and I remember literally telling my teachers like, no, that's literally the opposite of what this documentary just said. But of course, I wouldn't get the mark if I didn't give her the answer that she wanted to pass the exam or whatever, right? So like, but today, that is untenable position, right? Because there's so much.
My friend!
Online.
My friend is here! Hi, my friend!
There's too
Nature Hero! My friend, the nature hero. Earth is God! 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 Welcome, my friend, to Objective Subjective Hypnosis.
You don't want to listen to Mr. Anderson anymore?
No, it's just listening to somebody screenshotted my YouTube in this room called Solo Thuggin' in the High Frequency House.
Do you understand, ho?
What's your level of education?
Hey, yo, Ruby, listen up. Take that PTR off your PTR because you're gonna make me famous or something. I'm just trying to solo thuggin'. In the High Frequency House. Stop screenshotting my YouTube lives and making me famous. Stop making me famous. Starlight Power. Star Power.
You were, and that was me. Who kicked them down?
Star Power. Man, I'm a Native American. Stop screenshot me and stealing my soul. I'm not giving you permission. You need a copyright to take a screenshot of my picture and use it as your PTR. You are giving me your star power. Stop trying to steal my soul by taking my picture and putting it as your PTR. You stealing my star power. Stop it. You ain't got no copyright on that. You ain't got no trademark on that. I got the patent. You are stealing from me. I'm going to sue you and take you to court. I'm going to tell my lawyer to contact Clownhouse and get your IP address and sue you for defamation of character. I rest my case. I'm done with this solo fucking. You ain't high frequency. You all a bunch of low frequency. Low frequency people take screenshots of other people's lives, YouTubes. That's what you're doing. I'm just trying to solo. I'm just solo fucking, and you keep ruining my high frequency vibration. This is a positive high frequency vibration. You keep limiting my high frequency. Stop muting me like a thug. Only thugs mute thugs. Thug life. I am just trying to dehypnotize you all from your thug life living ways, but you ain't got no ears to listen to the truth because you always talking twice as much as you speaking instead of listening twice as much as you be speaking. So what we trying to do here is give you the truth, but you keep screenshotting my YouTube live and stealing my star power. How do you expect for me to give you the star power if all you do is screenshot my star power?
What's the Jew?
You're Jewish, aren't you?
Jewish? Jewish? No, I ain't no Jew. My mama ain't Jew. Are you a Jew?
Okay, this nigga's
He ain't lying right now.
Is your mama a Jew? Because you asking me if I'm Jewish, so is your mama Jewish? Hello? You know what it sounds like when you speak? I'm just repeating back to you what it is you asked me. I'm just here solo fucking. And you are limiting my high frequency vibration, limiting my living space. So I'm asking you, is your mama Jewish and is you a Jew?
A Jew?
Bro,
Hello? Hello?
so basically, when you come up here, try to hear what's going on, but you just get to speak it. You kind of annoying.
Excuse me? I'm just solo fucking. And I'm giving out my best high frequency vibration right now.
I'm talking to you, bro.
Oh my God.
You better sit that night. You're not solo thugging. You sitting in the basement with your granddaddy NASA hat on. Shut the fuck up.
Boy, your ass isolated. I'm not telling brain aneurysm.
Bitch, if I let you up here, you need to have some sense, bro.
My mind must be in the gutter because I thought he said I'm solo fucking, so I figured he was doing something else.
Sorry, Dave. What's the old woman's name? Sorry, what's the name?
Okay, you butting in again, bro.
Everything. You're my diamond. You're my everything. You're so pretty. Everything.
What are you here for? There's no cocaine in the room.
You're my diamond.
There's no cocaine.
Şimdi kan بداية الفيديو شو اللي حاصل يعني دون جوان قاعد يقعد مع كذا بنت سعودية ما قاعد يغرفها يعني عندك قاعد يقعد مع بيلا مع رولا
أنا أجيب لك البنت السعودية نفسها
فما قاعد يسوي
غلطة نفسها ويخلط فيها ويسب ويشتم.
Because then it's not just in the book, because people who study the matter, who spend their lives, that's what means disagree.
Assalamu alaikum!
Yeah, I agree. That's why I was asking whose interpretation, because when you say you have to go to the book, what that means is then you have to interpret the words in the book, and that's going to be through an interpretive way.
Those are called words. You use words to describe reality, but these words are describing a philosophy.
Can you move this troll down? He's a fucking retard.
Sam, you're projecting.
Hey Frank, do you need help moderating, dude?
Frank, stop listening to these atheists. They're just a bunch of negative vibration people, low, not positive vibration people.
See, you modded the modded damn. You modded him right before you booted it. That turned out very badly.
I was scared for a second. We were about to live under Sharia law.
Getting back to your reason is the title of your room, right? Is Islam a religion of peace? As has been demonstrated quite clearly, right? The people that claim to be Muslims, right, are representing the worst in.
Fuck that guy. What is he doing?
Assalamu alaikum!
I'm saying, listen, we get that.
I'm just used to. I just wanted to say that I'm used to Chicagoans kind of fighting back. Stay with me.
Assalamu alaikum!
Oh my goodness.
Peace be upon you all.
Shukran, Habibi. I'm learning English and I want to know what does sin mean? Does it come out as the most annoying voice you've ever heard? How else should I change the voice to make this troll? I guess if I'm nicer about it, it'll be a more subtle troll. So let's try that. Hey everyone, I'm here to spread peace and joy and love. Thank you. Oh, see, they kicked me there too. So what do you think? That didn't work in that room. So I guess the question is, how do we hypnotize the room the most? Do we reflect back what they're saying? I think that's probably one theory. The second one would be to gaslight the room. So those are two modalities of communication. One is mirror, two is gaslight. Then what are the third, fourth, fifth option? We've got the opposite. We've got parallel. I guess the next one would be is juxtaposition or tangential. There's something else with the line graphs that
I'm going to have about
I really need to go study some math and statistics.
Where I'm going to snap on
I've got these
all
math
the
DVDs that I got.
that I know that talk shit
And
about
I'm going
me.
to basically
Lay on my back and played in my motherfucking
I gotta get
face
off this
like
app
that was
and go
cool.
back to study.
Yes, that's a steel man. I should have told you right there. He said, hey, man, it's my man's. I can't say anything else, but it's a steel man. Not answering.
I don't think you understand what happened. You understand what's
They kicked me. Oh my god. That's chillism. So basically, every time chillism kicks you, that just shows you that the room is actually extremely toxically stupid. It's not about chillism. It's not about any kind of actual philosophy. I mean, as you just heard Samoa laughing like a schmuck.
A lot of advancement, even within the tech world, and it's mainly found in the desert. From your USB, a lot of people don't even know that the foundation of your architecture of your USB, even some architecture within a lot of chips, a lot of the knowledge comes from Israel. Even the gun that we use here in South Africa, the Vector 6, it's based on, I think they call it the Galil, that comes from Israel, you know. So a lot of Jews, even when they have almost nothing, they build something.
Yes.
I mean, it's fine. You can hang it, but it's true.
That's giving you weapons to kill each other. I would do the same.
Why are they trying to win? There's nothing wrong with winning. At the end of the day, if I was a black billionaire and two Europeans, let's just say the French and the English are fighting, I would fund one of them so that either they kill each other and then I can take the resources there. I would do the same thing. Why do people go against power? This is what is necessary.
You would play them
Right
against
now
each
I am
other.
liking him.
I would do the same. I think.
You would play them against each other, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
That's what benefits
Did you?
Well, that's sneaky. That's
Wait
But
for
human
Keegan.
life is the standard.
Wait for Keegan to come back.
No, but that's bullshit.
I was in a room.
It's a good time to go. So I'm just gonna let this live stream.
Yeah, I told you. I know how to read people.
I'll be short, guys. I'll be short. Yesterday I was in a room with Keegan, and I said the same thing I just said to you guys right now. The blacks were attacking me. So, Mr. Musana, you're saying it's justifiable that the British blah 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 did this and this? And I'm like, you stupid fuck. Fuck me justifying it or not. Like, at the end of the day, if you're not strong,
Why is everyone thinking lately that Keegan is a stupid fuck? I'm impressed, actually.
No, I didn't say Keegan. I didn't say Keegan is stupid. I said he was dead. When I was saying these things, and they're calling me.
I thought you were calling him a stupid
No,
fuck.
he's saying the black people attacking him.
He said black people are stupid.
He did say that. He did say black people are stupid.
I do actually agree with that. No. Black people just lack cognitive thinking. That's the problem. They don't process.
This guy's African, but he's not a nigger. Keegan agree. Oh yeah, African.
We live African blacks.
Keegan did say he hates the Muslim the most.
African Americans are the worst.
Yeah.
That's why the Africans got rid of him.
Speak English.
Keegan said the Muslims are the worst.
Oh yeah, the Muslims are the worst, but African Americans are close.
The Muslims are some of the worst. I don't think they're the worst.
Yeah, they're not the worst, but they are some of the worst. That's a big one.
The bottom of the barrel is a collective. It's not just one group.
African American Muslims might be one of the worst groups. They're not as bad though as the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Damn.
Probably.
No. I disagree. Believe it or not, I think black Hebrew Israelites are a little bit more literate. No. I disagree with you.
Then whom?
They're literate?
They're illiterate, but they're not as illiterate.
Okay.
Are they literal than whom?
What's the black Islam thing? What's it called?
Nation of Islam.
Nation of Islam. Muslim? How is that? How is that? How is that black people thing? Muslim.
Sorry, what?
Are you a Hausa?
No, I'm South African. I just told you, man.
Do you like that?
Yes, you just mentioned it, yes.
Like Elon Musk.
Do you like that?
No, he's an American, man. Nelson Mandela. I don't know. I don't feel anything for it.
Okay.
We love our white South Africans.
Do we? I mean, they're getting massacred. Not that anymore.
Musanda, what do you think of Rhodesia?
It's Zimbabwe. No, look.
Oh, hey, are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire or trillion in Zimbabwe or what?
I think that's a good question.
Everyone is a trillionaire in Zimbabwe.
I think English people need to really ask themselves why did they not support Ian Smith doing the
Because of communism, that's why. Because
We have some ones that
I like this guy even more. No, it was
it's capitalism versus communism. You know, they declared independence from Britain, and then Britain was incredibly, like, they placed sanctions on them or whatever, but ultimately it was when South Africa stopped giving them aid or support that it came to an end. But
no, the British did support. No, mister. The British did support increase during the war. That's not a good thing to say.
they declared independence from the British Empire.
They're actually saying masteries.
But what I'm saying is, they did support financially, but never deployed any armies. That's what I'm talking about. The British, that's why a lot of white South Africans, if they come here, they'll say that Europe betrayed us because you did deploy armies. You know, you just send weapons and stuff, you know.
No, I agree. Well, Europe completely betrayed Rhodesia, and I don't know what they did for South Africa, but
there's nothing wrong with that once you think about it.
But what is the objective truth of moralism and the subjective truth of moralism?
What it means is Europe.
That was funny, wasn't it? I just live for the kick, to tell you the truth, because to sit there, we got to go in the Tanner room. Hey, you still fucking people voting for Dr. Tanner for president of the United States of America because you all think this is...
Let's find out what you're saying, please. I'm trying to get what is the scepter of righteousness? You know what I'm saying? According to Genesis 49 and 10, it said the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. So hold on. So if Shiloh, hold on. Notice it says in that text. Jesus Christ. I please with none of this. It says that the scepter should not depart, right, into Shiloh. So is Shiloh the scepter? It's all metaphors for Jesus. Shut up, man. That ain't what he's talking about. Hey, Jesus was given the scepter, and that scepter he was given that by he was anointed by God. That's all that's talking.
Okay, we've reached critical mass. This is what I like to call critical mass. I think it's a good stop. It's a good good time to stop and get back to the Tao. Go to the gym. How about we play The Way of Schwangza? See if I can find that on it. Here we go. Look, my original one is at 50,000 views.
Hey, if your partner is being secretive with their phone, you need to do this now. Most people are unaware this.
My account is apparently monetized, which is really annoying. Oh, can't get access to it. It's got a lot of subscribers. This account is doing great. It's too bad I don't have access to it.
The Way of Schwangza by Thomas Merton. Preface by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. A tribute to Thomas Merton, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I have been moved a great deal today at this memorial, a recollection of the life of Thomas Merton. I'm very happy that we have done this. From the point of view of a religious practitioner, and in particular as a monastic, Thomas Merton really is some responses of one's family, up self-conscious for someone else being reasonable. But disputants continue to affirm and to deny the same things they have always affirmed and denied.
That was 11 years ago. Oof. I wish I had access to this account. It only has 6 videos. Audiobookuniversity.com. The best thing is to let it go. Okay, here we go.
The Way of Schwangza by Thomas Merton.
Oh my God, people are copying my video.
Preface by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. A tribute to Thomas Merton, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I have been moved a great deal today at this memorial, a version of the life of Thomas Merton. I'm very happy that we have done this. From the point of view of a religious practitioner, and in particular as a monastic, Thomas Merton really is someone we can look up to. From one point of view, he had the complete qualities of hearing, which means study, contemplating, thinking on the teaching.
Weren't you a friend of the master? Asked Laozi's disciples. Yes. And you think it's all right to mourn him this way? Yes, said Chinchi. At first I took him for a real man, but now I know he wasn't. A little while ago, when I went to mourn, I found old men weeping for him as though they were weeping for a son, and young men weeping for him as though they were weeping for a mother. To have gathered a group like that, he must have done something to make them talk about it, though he didn't ask them to talk, or make them weep for him, though he didn't ask them to weep. This is to hide from heaven, turn your back on the true state of affairs and forget what you were born with. In the old days, this was called the crime of hiding from heaven. Your master happened to come because it was his time, and he happened to leave because things follow along. If you are content with the time and willing to follow along, then grief and joy have no way to enter in. In the old days, this was called being freed from the bounds of God. Though the grease burns out of the torch, the fire passes on, and no one knows where it ends. End of section 3. Section 4 of the Chuang-Tzu, translated by Burton Watson. In the world of men. Yen Hui went to see Confucius.